Boring figure. There's certainly nothing boring about this optical illusion except that it's named after its artist Edwin Boring. What do you see when you first take a good look at this image? One can either see a young woman looking away or the side profile of an elderly woman. You can see both, however our brains can only focus on one at a time. Rubin vase. Upon first glance, do you see the figure of a vase or the side profile of two faces looking at one another? It all depends on the color you choose to focus on. If you look only at the black color, the image of a vase will appear prominently. Focusing on the white will show the side profile of the two individuals. Pair of pairs. Which of these pairs is lighter in color? The one on the left or the one on the right? Neither. These two pairs are exactly the same color. Gray area. Which of the labeled squares is lighter in color? This one's quite the trick. They're actually the same color. It's just the shadow of the green cylinder that makes them look like different colors. How many colors? Can you figure out how many colors are in this image in total? Did you guess 4? Turns out it's only 3. The square in the upper right of this image looks like it contains blue and pink stripes. The one in the lower left seems to have green and orange ones. But, believe it or not, the blue and green are actually the exact same color. Standing tall. Which of these monsters charging through the catacombs is taller? More optical illusions that use the background to trick you. Without the backdrop, you can see that these two freaky fellows are exactly the same, including their height. Hidden arch. Under the post, are the lines of this archway meeting in the middle? They sure are. The post makes the lines look mismatched, but sure enough, they connect. Bending lines. These red lines might look curved outward, but they're completely straight. Squiggly squares. The lines that make up these squares are completely straight. Yes, all of them, even the ones in the middle. The placement of the miniature squares within the squares warps the lines and makes them look curved. Wacky squares. Some of these optical illusions make your head spin. In the optical illusion on the left, the red squares look warped and crooked, like something out of a funhouse. But on the right, when the crazy arrangement of black and white lines is faded to almost nothing, you can see that the red squares are actually as straight and square as can be. Connected lines. Which of the two lines on the right side of the gray rectangle connects to the one on the left side? As you can see from the image on the right, it's the one on the bottom, labeled in blue, not the one on the top. When you can't see the whole picture, literally, these optical illusions can seriously throw you for a loop. New squares. At first glance, the 4 diamonds in this picture popped right out. But look closer, there's not a single line creating those shapes. The contrast between the black and white makes your brain assume they exist. Large and small. Which blue dot is bigger? The one on the left or the one on the right? Good for you if you guessed the same size. The left just looks smaller compared to the big circles and empty space around it. All about perspective. Can you figure out which of these windows is bigger? Not only are they the exact same size, but their tops and bottoms are also directly in line with each other. Talk about a new perspective. Innie or outie? Is the smallest point of this black and white illusion pointing in or sticking out? It's anyone's guess due to the contrasting lines. Hidden message. Lose your focus a bit, seriously. Try to go a little cross-eyed, and you'll spot a secret message hidden in the black dots. Take a closer look, though, and the words will disappear from sight. Spinning colors. Optical illusions like this will leave you dazed and confused. The colors seem to be swirling around, even though it's a still image. Ripple effect. Are you sure the circles in this image aren't moving? Are you sure they're not rippling in a wave-like motion? But really, are you positive? This happens because of a lag in the way we process looking at one aspect of the image to another, causing our brain to think there is movement. Moving right along. It looks like the background underneath the sphere is moving downward, like a conveyor belt or a slow treadmill. But we promise this is a completely still image. Hypnotizing. Looks like the background is spinning around a circle, but both are staying completely still. Rotating circles. When your eyes dart to one seemingly spinning circle, the others around them appear to start rotating. Your eyes don't know where to look. Spinning seeds. Your eyes will keep jumping to the spinning sunbursts of seeds, even though they're all staying still. Elephant optical illusion. The elephants we see have 4 legs, but this one is throwing us a doozy. If we look closely, you'll see this elephant also only has 4 legs. Artist Roger Shepard left natural space blank, causing confusion and making our brains think the space is supposed to be a leg. Still confused? Cover up the feet and you'll see the 4 legs. Ponzo illusion. One of these yellow lines seems longer than the other. If you look closely, you'll realize they're both the exact same length. It's based on our perception, and we tend to see this image with a linear perspective, which makes the top yellow line look longer than the yellow line at the bottom. Imagine driving and seeing a line up ahead. As you get closer, the line appears to be larger, and when we pass it, it appears smaller. Scintillating grid illusion. An oldie but goodie, you may have seen the scintillating grid illusion before. Your brain thinks there's a black dot inside each white circle, until you focus on each individual white circle. Then you realize it was never there at all. Zollner illusion. Are these long diagonal lines parallel? They sure don't look it, but they are. Removing the smaller, stitch-like lines shows the truth about this optical illusion. Muller-Lyer illusion. Which horizontal line is shorter? The top or the bottom? Trick question. They're the same size, even though your mind perceives the one with outward wings to be longer. Café wall illusion. These lines appear to be angled up or down, but the horizontal lines are actually all parallel. Need proof? Try covering the top and bottom of one line of squares with a piece of paper. No slants to be found.